Are you struggling to lose weight and keep it off? Maybe you're struggling with the motivation to lose weight because you've dieted before and it didn't work. It wasn't sustainable. Are you wondering what weight loss mistakes you might be making? Well, listen to this episode today as I talk about the top 3 mistakes that I see people make when trying to lose weight. Hi friends, and welcome to the Healthy Beyond 40 show. I'm Michelle, mom of 4 and military wife. I have my doctorate in physical therapy and I'm an online personal trainer, health coach, and yoga teacher. Do you wish that you had more energy and could get into shape? Do you feel like you're struggling to lose weight? Maybe you've tried a diet before, but it just wasn't sustainable, and now you don't know how to get started. We're going to look at health holistically here, and most importantly, keep things simple and quick. If you're ready to develop healthier habits, exercise consistently, and lose weight sustainably without long workouts or following strict diets, then you're in the right place. In this podcast, I bring together my expertise with real life strategies. No magic pill here, so lace up those shoes and get moving. So I'm so excited to be talking about this topic today because it's pretty common in this diet culture driven world that people are making these common mistakes. So when I talk to people, these are the 3 most common things that I see that they're doing wrong and why they're not losing weight and keeping it off. So the first one is trying to change too much at once. And this goes back to the whole idea of the diet culture. Because think of a diet. A diet is pretty hardcore. It's a pretty drastic change. So if you're thinking of keto, you are changing everything you're eating. You're also changing how your body is working and metabolizing fat. Even with Whole30, most people are dramatically changing what they're eating at once and they can't stick with it and it doesn't work. So even though you might be making some good positive changes to be healthier, it's just not sticking because you're doing too much at once. The same thing goes when we think about exercise. A lot of people think to lose weight, I have to do a ton of cardio. I have to work out really hard. And what happens is their body gets fatigued and they start having more cravings. Their energy is crashing. They don't feel good. Their body's not feeling good and they can't stick with it. So ultimately here, we need to start really small. And most people, they're ready to lose weight. They want to go really hardcore. And it just doesn't really line up to creating sustainable change and sustainable health. So we almost have to take a step back here and think about what is one small thing I can change this week that I can stay consistent with. And when you start doing that and you start adding on week after week, that is where you start seeing changes that you can stick with. Because we don't want to do a diet just to lose weight. We want to do a diet, which would be a healthy way of eating that we can sustain. So diet can be used in different meanings here. It really has a negative meaning in our culture because most people are doing something extreme and really restricting what they're eating. But diet can just be the way you eat. So we want to eat more healthy, more whole foods, and we want to be able to sustain that. So we have to start small. So for example, this could look like with just starting with your breakfast. So how can I start my day better and eat a better breakfast? And trying that and going from there. And then maybe after a month, maybe you're going to work on your lunch. And just imagine right now, if you start with a small change today and stick with it for a few weeks, and maybe you can add another change on after that, think where you will be in 1 year from now. You are going to see a difference because you're going to be able to sustain it without doing something super hardcore that doesn't really fit with your lifestyle. It's not going to fit when you go hang out with friends or you go to parties. The next mistake I want to talk about is not knowing that you may need to tweak or change things. So a lot of times when people are trying to lose weight on their own, they come to a road bump, they say it's not working, and they give up. So imagine if you hit a road bump and you're able to tweak something and you're able to keep moving forward and you keep the progress you already gained and you keep moving forward. This is going to make a big difference in you being able to stick to something and see results. So it's really important to be flexible and adaptable here when you're trying to lose weight. When we get really rigid about how we want to lose weight, so for example, maybe someone thinks keto is it and they're super rigid and they're not really assessing how is this working for me. So it's really important to take that step back, be able to say, what do I need to tweak or just change a little bit here? Maybe I don't need to change anything. Maybe I just need to change one small thing here. So first, remember to start small. Second, know that you may need to tweak or change things a little bit, and that's okay. That you can be flexible and you can be adaptable because our bodies are different. So what works for one person is not going to work for everybody. And this is another reason why diets don't work for everybody, or following keto or following intermittent fasting, because everybody's body is different. Our genetics are different. Some of us will metabolize carbs better. Some of us will metabolize fat better. And we have to know that, and we have to be able to adjust for our own body. So one example is I do group health coaching calls for my private clients and for people in my Healthy for Life membership. And one person, we made a simple tweak of adding more protein at breakfast, and it literally changed her entire day. So being able to know what tweak you need to make and making that tweak can make a big difference. So imagine if just adding more protein to your breakfast changes your energy level for the whole day. It changes that ripple effect of what you are eating the rest of the day. So being able to make a small change, a small tweak along the way can make a difference. So imagine if you're someone who came to this roadblock, I'm still not feeling great, my energy is low, this just isn't working, and you give up. You're right back where you started. Or you're talking to someone and you're able to figure out what little tweak can I make, what changes can I make, and then you do that and you see a difference and you're able to keep moving forward. And so this is super important to keep in mind, that you may need to tweak things, you may need to change things along the way, and that's okay. That's the only way you're going to keep moving forward. I just wanted to break here and tell you guys about my favorite green juice. So I have been loving Organifi's green juice. It is a superfood that I like to either add right into my smoothie, or I mix half the green juice and half their red juice in water. Sometimes I add protein powder in there. My collagen protein mixes perfectly, and it's a great way if I'm not having protein with my breakfast. And I have noticed a total change in my energy levels, especially with using the green juice. I can't tolerate caffeine, so this is a nice way to balance my energy levels, bring my energy up, but not in an overstimulating way. In the Organifi green juice, they have adaptogen herbs, and one of my favorite is ashwagandha. And this really helps your body with the physical and mental stress and gives you energy in a way that feels good. So if you guys are interested, there's a link down below, and you can also use the code HEALTHY20 to save 20% off a single order or 35% off a subscription, and they have a money back guarantee. So there's no worries if you don't like it or it doesn't work out for you. So I hope that you guys check that out, and we'll head right back to our show. The next mistake I see is probably the most common, where people really fall off and can't sustain something. And this is not having support. So it's super important to surround ourselves like those who we want to be like, because the people we are around the most are the type of habits, the type of things that we do. So we need that support group. We need people around us. So this could be as simple as having a friend that's an accountability partner. Maybe it's having an online support group. Maybe it's working with a coach. But it's super important to have the support, because just imagine, again, you're doing something, it's not working, and you're ready to give up, and you just go right back to where you are. And that's what happens to most people. But when you have support, that person can help talk you through it and keep you moving forward, because a lot of times our focus is very narrow-minded when things aren't working out. But if we can have a friend or a coach, somebody supporting us, able to see this bigger picture and be able to encourage us, be able to help find that tweak that we need to make, be able to find that next small step for us when we can't see it because we are just aggravated, maybe we're frustrated at what's going on, so we can't see that full picture. And this is typically where most people start working with me, because they are tired of trying things and it not working, trying things and it's not working. A lot of people will fail and fail and fail before they get help from a coach or some other type of support. And so I just want to share one of my clients that I started recently working with. And she has 2 little kids, and she was just really finding it a struggle to get back into working out. She tried Beachbody, she tried doing different YouTube workouts, she tried going to the gym, but she couldn't stick with any of it. She just couldn't stay consistent. And I was chatting on the phone with her earlier, and she thought that she had to get up early to get her workout in before her kids got up. But as she was talking, we also knew that probably wasn't going to happen. She was exhausted. She needed her rest. So we chatted about what about just doing 10 to 15 minute workouts. And then she came up the idea with me is like, maybe she can work out while her kids are eating breakfast. So she got that starting point. And then she started working with me and she started having her workouts scheduled for her. These short workouts popping up so she knew exactly what she needed to do so she wasn't wasting time scrolling YouTube trying to find a workout. And as she got the support and accountability from me, she was able to stay consistent. So just the other day, she sent me this message because I do online personal training and I use an app. So inside this app, I'm able to schedule my clients' workouts, I'm able to schedule their habits, and I'm able to send them messages or video messages, and they can send me. So she sent this as a video message, so I want to share it with you, and she was kind enough to allow me to do this. And this was after she completed one of my Christian yoga workouts that she sent me this video message.
So I just completed my workout and the kids actually went down for a nap at the same time, which was crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this time? And I'm like, I need to get my workout done right now. And I was blown away. For one, that was super hard. And my legs are wobbling, but my heart is also just ready to explode because that was the best yoga workout I've ever had. With God all in the mix, and the verse was so perfect for exactly what's going on in my life right now. And I actually have my Proverbs 31 shirt on. It was super ironic, but so fulfilling. And I just wanted to thank you for just being incredible. And that was an amazing workout.
So this is the kind of support that I'm talking about, where you can message your coach in real time, get an answer, get feedback, get support, so you can keep taking those steps forward. So I love my clients. They become my friends, and I always try to support them the best they can. So if you are interested in online personal training and wondering what this support and accountability can do for you, set up a free health coaching call with me. So you can find a Google form down below to fill out, and I would love to hop on a call and see if this is right for you. So I just want to go over these 3 common mistakes that people make when they're trying to lose weight. 1, trying to change too much at once here. So start small, and you can do this today. So think of that one small habit you can work on for the next month. Mistake number 2, not knowing that you may need to tweak or change things. So keep an open mind, be able to step back, and instead of giving up, say, what is a small tweak or change I can do here? Number 3 is not having enough support and accountability when you're trying to lose weight. So maybe that's a friend, maybe it's a support group, maybe it's getting a coach like me to help guide you along the way and help move you forward when you are feeling stuck. So I hope that you guys found this episode helpful today, and I hope that you take something away. So take some action. Think of that one small step that you can do so you can keep moving forward. Friends, I hope this episode inspired you to take one more step forward in your health. I would love it if you could share this podcast so we can have a bigger impact on even more lives. Just take a picture of this episode and share it on social media or with a friend and tag me. It's hard to be healthy in a culture that is surrounded by fast food and sugar. So be part of my free health community and join my private Facebook group. The link is down below. Being healthy can be hard, but with the right tools and support, you can do this.